Hello Africa, hello world, it's your girl Brenda Kimby, and on today's episode of Raising the Bar, we will be having a story time. But before I continue, get some water, you can get some popcorn, get some snacks, it's about to get juicy in here. So beautiful people, as I was saying, before I dive into the gist, I'll first of all begin by thanking all my subscribers. You guys are the best. All those people who always watch my videos from beginning to the end, I just want to say a big thank you. Loads of kisses, loads of hugs. You guys are the real MVP. You are the real BK Nation. You never give up. You're always sharing my videos and you're always commenting on my videos. I just want to say a big thank you. So because I want to celebrate my subscribers today, I want to give you guys some story time. So in the neighborhood in which I live, there is this beautiful guest house. So when they made this guest house, we thought it was apartments. So I was kind of excited because it brought some spec into the neighborhood. It is often said, I love it when TD Jake says, when there's a blessing in your neighbor's yard, you should be excited because you know it's closer to you. So it was that kind of feeling because it just beautified the neighborhood. It was every blessing comes with a curse. So this beautiful blessing now started becoming a reality when we started having guests lodging into the guest house. Guys, we've had all sorts of categories, but I want to talk about this particular category today. That's where the gist is. So just follow up so you can be able to get the gist. Okay, so yesterday I was resting. As I was resting, I now, when you're sleeping and then at some point you're not sleeping, but you're sleeping, and I was just lying in bed and I was just having those alone moments. So I heard this lady on the phone. The girl was on the phone for, I'm not exaggerating, at least 45 minutes. She was talking in this very funny accent and she was negotiating all these deals, talking about her trip to whatever, in what year, what business deal, what business contract. And it was so funny because the neighbors, like those who face us directly, at the moment we have some guests there and they've been there for almost a week. We're all adults. I'm not judging their lifestyle. I'm just trying to, my problem is the conversation. So this girl went on and she was talking about some legal documents, talking about her ID and all. And I woke up at some point. I even had to go and bound the door so nobody sees me. Then I sat to try to follow up to really understand if it's normal. That normally the guest house, it's lodged by boys, but they often have girls who come around to spend time with them. It's Before we continue, you have to have it at the back of your mind that these guys are, they do fraudulent things like that. These kind of people who dupe, they are business people. Or something, they're not really business people, they are scammers. So these girls, they come and they go. They don't live here, but these guys live here. So this girl keeps on with the conversation. What triggered me was when she said, let me give the phone to my partner. And she gave the phone to a guy who was just there, I don't know. And the guy now continued the business conversation, and it was all interesting, and I was just listening, and it was. So what is this video all about? I was so embarrassed. At some point I was so embarrassed because I was like, I have never known that women to indulge in such activities. I know it's not a gender thing. I know women can steal, women can indulge into theft, but I've never known that some of these scammers, when they come together with their partners, with their girlfriends, they act as partners. And I was so shocked and embarrassed because I was like, why will a lady stoop so low? So that's the essence of this video. I was so embarrassed because if the police comes now, or if the person or they are trying to dupe or to fail or to scam comes now, they will definitely pick up all of them. And I was so surprised and I felt bad because I was like, why would you want to be part of such theft? Or why would a lady, because we're not yet to talk about the partner, the male partner. Today I want to talk about the ladies. Why would a lady engage in such theft or decide to partner with somebody for such a thing? So I just wanted to share a few tips because this is not a women empowerment video, but it's just a wake up call, because the number of ladies who flood into this house on daily basis, I don't even want to talk about that. That's not even my business. But my point is, at the same way there are women out there who are raising the bar. There's a video that is definitely coming up for that. You have to stay tuned. There are some other women who are making it very difficult for the others. Like, I was just thinking, I was just like, this girl kept on and on. That is a skill for somebody to be able to fake an accent that much and hold such a conversation for over 30, 40, 50 an hour, just because they're trying to negotiate a deal that doesn't exist. That's a skill. So now let's flip the coin. Let us turn the tables. Why not rather turn that into a profitable, legit venture, rather than trying to do something that is illegitimate, like it's not lawful? And I was just thinking, so I have been thinking about it, and I said, why not do a video on this and share with my fellow sisters, with my fellow friends, that there are certain skills you can acquire that can empower you, not just financially, but you have a sense of fulfillment. For example, creating content, writing articles, it doesn't really cost much, but you can make money out of it. It's a skill, because if you can actually be that engaging, it means you can actually be a good network marketer. You can actually be a good digital marketer. You can actually, there is something positive at the end of that skill. But why would somebody consciously turn that into a negative, like something that is negative? Because what they are doing is not lawful. You understand? These are people who, this lifestyle, first of all, is a flash, because they come here once in a while, they take a few days, they celebrate, and they go back to reality. And then another thing is, why will a girl decide to give that side of her to a man? Like, why? Because what I notice is in this guest house, there are over 10 of them, and sometimes they have more different shades of beautiful women, and they come, they celebrate, they smoke, they have fun. That's their business. But out, like, why would you, if you're a lady and you are dating a thief, and you are aware that this guy is a thief, it means you too are a thief, because there's a difference between knowing and not knowing, and there's another difference between knowing and being a partner and just ignoring. So today I'll be sharing this video. It's let's look at the positive side. So I'll be sharing a few tips or a few skills that we can do as women to empower ourselves, so we don't fall prey. You cannot be living at the mercy of somebody. That's somebody's game. That's why we're not talking about the person. I'm talking about you, who can be a victim of that game. So guys, the first recommendation is apprenticeship. Who is an apprentice? An apprentice is a learner, a novice, someone who doesn't have a particular skill and is ready to submit to the authority of either an individual or an organization to learn a skill. So rather than doing such an unscrupulous activity, why not learn a skill? Why not be an apprentice? Be it for, you can take baking classes, decor, catering. That's something you don't require money to do. And you know what, I was just thinking, like, whenever I go on social media and people are always saying things like, oh, motivational speakers are always saying that you don't need money to start a business. The truth is, you don't need money to start a business. You need the will and you need passion, because when there is a will and there is passion, the will definitely follow. Why? Let me give an example, so let's be clear. Let's not be like it's some vain words. This is reality. For example, if you want to learn how to bake, I know so many very excellent bakers. If you want to learn how to bake and you don't have money, how can you learn baking without money? The thing is, this generation, we always want things very easy. There are so many prominent, excellent bakers in town. You can contact one and tell her, for whatsoever cake you make that I sell, you're going to give me a discount. If, for example, she sells her cakes from 75,000 francs upwards and you have 10,000 francs or 5,000 francs even, there is no way on this earth that have existed that you would actually work with somebody who is a genuine person and the person knows. Or you go to a baker, I tell the baker, I don't have money now, this is what I want to do. You sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cakes, I really want to learn. There is just no way that they will refuse. If you've tried any, contact me, I'll put you in contact with so many excellent bakers who are looking for girls, for youths to empower, and they don't see. Because so many of us now just want the quick fix, the quick pill. We just want everything very fast. That's the first thing. You can start a clothing line business. You can start selling dresses online. You don't need capital to start selling dresses online. You need pictures. There's just a lot. You can be a caterer, you can cook for people, you can cook for occasions, you can even start by cooking free. The thing is, the problem is the journey. Lots of us, we don't want to go through the journey. And that is why we cannot actually acquire certain skills, because we either want something that's going to give us fast money, or we want something that it's just easy, or it's just flashy. Oh no, I cannot do this kind of business, or I want to work in an office and all of that. Now, going to an office, I always say this in all my trainings. I have worked as an HR assistant in a multinational for at least 2 years, and in my 2 years working there, I have never seen an application of somebody asking for voluntary service. Never. I got into that place through voluntary service, but I have never seen people applying, because I was in the human resource department. For those who love the high class, you even if you apply for 10 organizations and they don't take you for any, or they take you for one, that one, just the application and the denial process is already an experience. Or But now the thing is, lots of us, we want to work for money. We go and look for paid internships. These organizations are not ready to give out paid internships for people they don't know. That's the truth. I worked in that organization. I'm sorry, I cannot mention the name of the organization. All those I was working with that period received at least 70,000 francs a month. I was the only person who was not paid. But guess what? At the 6th month of me working in that organization, somebody resigned. She took her leave and she resigned, and I was recruited, though as an occasional, like a temporary worker. But that was how I made my way, and the number of years and the number of money. And the first salary I had from that organization could pay my transport for the 6 months I volunteered in that organization. Sometimes you may not even have the job, but being in that job, you will find somebody who can network you to another organization, or another platform, or another association, or another group of people. So rather than staying at home, why not be an apprentice? So that is leading me to my second point, which is voluntary service. So many of us don't want to volunteer. All we want to do is we just want to be our own bosses. That is why entrepreneurship is like the trend now, because everybody is a boss of something. Everybody is a CEO. You go to people's Facebook pages, everybody is a CEO of something. So what am I recommending? Rather than doing that is illegal, which is still a choice. I'm talking, if this video is for people who want to have something meaningful from their lives. If you're somebody who is okay with with I don't know, all unscrupulous activities, this video is not for you. But before you don't watch the video, subscribe so that you'll be able to have notifications to watch the other videos, because we do different kinds of content on this channel. So what was I saying? You can volunteer. Volunteering is a good way to start to give your life a meaning. There's just no way to talk about it. Voluntary service is one of the ideal, because one, it gives you access to entry into places that you will never go, because they will never employ you. Secondly, you learn skills. Thirdly, there's a lot of experience it comes with. So another thing you can do is voluntary service. Thirdly, what else can you do to help a situation in which you're not going to engage in either being at the mercy of a man, or doing some nasty things because you don't want to do? You can seek for financial support from your friends or family. I always tell this to people. If you're this kind of person that you don't have at least 3 people that they can help you with at least 1,000 francs, it means you should question your character. You can go into your family, you present your idea. For those who say you can only start businesses with idea, you tell them, this is what I want to do. I want to start call box business. I want to start mobile money business. I want to start this. Can you please help me with this amount of money? Even if it's on borrow to pay back. If your character is so questionable that people cannot help you with a dime, then you should question you're not ready for business. You're not even ready for entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship is a huge umbrella on its own. So that's another way you can meet even your friends. You can meet your friends, you tell them this is what I want to do, or you call them big friends. For especially girls, you always have this your big friend, or this your uncle, or this your godfather. Someone who is really serious or has you at heart from a good point. The person will help you. Tell them, please, I need 10,000 francs. I need. Another thing is, some of us, we go to people with a lot of expectations. You cannot just meet me and then you tell me you want money to start a business, you need 500,000. I just know you're not serious. I just know you're not serious. Or you want to start a business, you need 1 million. I just know, this one is error. So you just tell them, please, this is what I need. Honestly, I need 50,000 francs for this business. But if you can help with what you have, I would be so grateful. Then if the person gives you 15,000 francs, it's going to be of great help to you. So that's another way. So you can actually go to your parents, you can go to your friends, you can even contact your godmother, people you've actually schooled with, anybody, and just tell them, please, this is an idea I have. Can we do this together? So another idea or another tip that I can give to better your life, or to give your life a sense of purpose, is you can partner with people. One thing we don't do a lot in the positive light is we don't come together as friends, or as colleagues, or as collaborators to leverage. Leverage is not a Cameroonian thing for some people. It's still very far-fetched. Why? Because some of us still have this challenge. You can have a skill and you collaborate with somebody who has another skill that is good for the betterment of your business. For example, I can be very good at speech with eloquence and expression and giving out knowledge, and I want to do YouTube. I decide to partner with a friend who has a camera, and we begin a YouTube channel. You can do it from a professional level or from an emotional level. You can just tell that friend, please, I want to do my YouTube. I don't have a camera. Can you help me? And stuff. Another way to go about it is, you can still tell that friend that, let's get into an agreement. I'll be doing content, you'll be providing the technical side. The day I start making money from my videos, I'll be giving you 5%, I'll be giving you 10%. You agree, you sign, and you start. Rather than just sitting on your bed, hoping and wishing for the day you have all your equipment, everything's ready. So partnership is a good way to leverage skills, to leverage resources, especially when you're a beginner and you don't have money. You don't need money for that. For example, if you want to start a YouTube channel, so what do you need? You need your skill, your talent, and you now need that friend who has the equipment, and you work together. And it's even a long-term source of income, because it's a matter of time. If you hit the requirements of YouTube, to being a partner with YouTube or being paid by YouTube, you have your 1,000 plus sub, you have your 4,000 watch hours, you start making money. And when you start making money, you start giving the friend the partnership. Another thing is, most people don't like partnering because people have been known to become unscrupulous at the end of such deals. But it's a good way. It has also worked for lots of people. So partnership is ideal, but you need to ensure that the people you want to partner with are trustworthy, that you can engage in such an activity. To be honest, I've spoken about voluntary service, I've spoken about apprenticeship, I've spoken about partnership, I've spoken about seeking help from people. And then lastly, another important way that you can actually make something from nothing is seeking for help. Just being honest and seeking for help. One thing with this generation is we want to fake it till we make it. But sometimes it's good to tell the honest truth and get the help you need. Rather to fake it than to make it and never make it. What am I saying? Rather than pretending to have a life you don't have, why not just because what I don't understand is, sometimes people, you don't have what to eat, but you have an iPhone, you have the latest iPhone, you have your business capital in your hands, and you're using it to chat, to gossip, backbite, and do all sorts of things that you're not supposed to do with the phone, rather than creating opportunities for yourself. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is, rather than giving people the impression that you are something that you're not and they cannot help you, why not just tell them the truth, that, mom, you know what, things are hard. Tell the truth, seek help. Rather, it's not in all times that you fake it till you make it. It's true, I'm a very big advocate of packaging, looking on points, being professional, being put together. But if that is what is going to make you have a delay, just tell the truth. Tell the truth. When you see people that you know that they can help them, just go, just be honest, straightforward. You don't need money to tell the truth. You just walk up to them. We have so many coaches online, so many mentors. Tell them, this is what I want to do. I don't have money. This is it, or this is the idea. I don't know, can you help me model this my idea? I know I've been having a lot of feedback from mentors, from mentees, saying that people are not ready to help, mentors are not helping. But to be honest too, what I notice is most mentees are not even serious. So by the time they are contacting the mentors, they are not even clear on what to do. You know, when something is just a facade and then you're just like, oh pop, you just see this person, you're just like, let me take advantage of the situation. And because of that, the mentors, I am one, we know how to spot serious people from unserious people. So it is very essential to tell the truth. Tell, just you meet somebody and you just tell the person, you know what, please, can you help me with this thing? I can't do it. Can you help me? How can I do it? It will save you a lot, and it's just going to save you a lot of drama in your life. Because I've had people who, they claim to have it all, they claim to know it all so much that they don't even end up any learning or earning anything. So these lessons are just inspired from that story. I was so embarrassed when a young girl will decide to engage in such, whereas there's just a lot to do. Women, we are so blessed with a lot. We are blessed with, we can multitask, we are just blessed, we have intuition, we can discern, there's just a lot. But the thing is, we chose to focus on the wrong things. We chose to, it's good to, the thing, we are just so distracted. If only we were not distracted, then we'll be able to pick up signals. Just the fact that you know how to always look good is a skill. You can decide to start a business from somebody who assembles looks for people. Yes, it's possible. People pay for that. You have stylists, you have designers. You can be somebody who is a very organized person. You're suffering from OCD and you decide to go around cleaning people's houses. Let's do simple maths. For example, you're very good with keeping homes clean, organized, places on point and everything, and you decide that every week you have one or two houses that you go to and they pay you, even if it's just 5,000 francs a day. That's a lot of money. If you calculate 10,000 francs a week, 20, 30, 40, or 40,000 francs a month, that can permit you to put your credits, buy your stuffs, and do a lot of things, and not just and not just compromising to catch up. So these are some of the things we're talking about. These are some of the ideas. It mustn't be something very mind-blowing. You only want to start a business and you're looking for, you see, like one day I asked one of my friends, I'm sorry to say this, she told me she's looking for a shop. And then I was like, what kind of shop are you looking for? She said she's looking for a shop that she can pay at least 100,000 francs every month. I was like, do you know what you're saying? Like, you don't even have, and you want to look for that kind of shop. How? Why don't you start from your WhatsApp status? Why don't you start from door to door? What happened to door to door? Like, people, it's nowhere where there's quarantine and the COVID and everything, which we don't ignore. Please, let's all stay safe and take into consideration all the measures that has been put in place by the government. But before COVID-19, what was your life looking like? Because some people now are now living in the expectations of after COVID, as though before COVID their life was anything better. So that's just what I'm talking about. Try to make something from nothing. Don't always wait for everything to be perfect, everything to be the right time. There is never a right time to make a difference. The right time is now. Start from where you are, and we'll avoid such calls and everything. If I was a very bad person or somebody who is mean, I could still decide to report these people, but it's not my business. I don't know them, they don't know me. But what is, even if you don't learn something from this video, what I want you to pick from this video is, there is something you can always do to make your life better. There is something you can always do not to live at the mercy of somebody. There is something within you that can be a source of happiness, a source of purpose, a source of fulfillment, and just so many other things. I'm your girl Brenda Kimbi. You can always drop your questions in the comment section. You can always send me an email. You can always send me a personal message. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and please such messages, you can also share them with your friends. And to share them with your friends, it means that we're growing our family. It's not just going to be us all the time. Thank you for watching. Love you. Until next time, stay blessed.